Hey, welcome back to another edition of Ego on Break. I'm your host, Dynamite J. Andrews. Got the laughing madman. He's got the...
You taking pictures. I ain't hearing nothing.
I hit the wrong button. It's like, click. So we got a picture and it tickled the madman.
Yes, it did.
So, just to catch everybody up, March 23rd.
23rd.
Yes, I believe March 23rd.
I hope so. It's your show.
No, this is not my show.
Okay, it's somebody else's show.
JD Jenkins, myself, Rey Fury will be making the trip over to Georgia for the Wild Adventures theme park. We have live wrestling, and it is a loaded card. We got Animal, Duke the Dumpster Drosy, The Genius, Shannon Moore, bunch of other folks on it. That's all I can remember off the top of my head. So it's going to be a fun time over at Wild Adventures theme park in Georgia. March 29th, we come back and we are in Meridian for Eaglemania 2. Main event, the Minotaur takes on international superstar Rey Fury.
International. Gotcha.
Yep. And then the next night in Pearl, Mississippi, March 30th, we will be at the Old Pearl High School Gym. And our main event, Monster Brawl match. We've got the Nightmare with Bristol Hell versus the Full-Time Beast, Pride Champion JD Jenkins with Chuck McMullen in his corner. So, it's going to be fun.
Bristol's probably a bit too much for Chuck.
She's probably going to kick his head off.
That's probably it.
Yeah, because he's retired.
Yep.
So, looking forward to that right off the bat. Sorry about the cough. I've been battling a cold this week. I'm about over it, but I just got like this dry cough. So, hopefully it won't be too bad. If I just leave the camera angle, oh, madman, I keep talking, I hope.
Maybe.
So, watch any wrestling?
Yeah, MLW. And some women of honor.
Okay. I started watching the MLW episode. I didn't get finished with it. It was a bit of a turn off. I just kind of got bored on the first match with Puma King versus El Hijo De LA Park.
I just say LA Park Jr.
Yeah. So, I mean, it started off good. The ending was pretty good of it, but the whole middle was like, God, come on. You know,
dive, flippy.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of...
I know, it was typical lucha.
Yeah, so I don't know, maybe not as big as a lucha.
Was it
fan
odd
as I
to you
thought.
listening to Jim Cornette call a lucha match?
I loved it because he said, I know everything about lucha from 30 years ago, but nothing about lucha from today. I'm like, well, at least you're honest over there, Jim-O.
He was the reason I enjoyed it, I guess, because I mean, it wasn't a good match.
It had
was okay.
Mance Warner out on commentary, which I think he's just about going by Mancer now. I don't think he's going by Mance Warner. But old Mancer was on commentary as well. And him and Jim was reminiscing about Bucksnort, Tennessee. So
yeah, my favorite line was he said, I drink light beers. He goes, I don't look too light. He goes, yeah, it is a 24-pack.
Yeah. So I do enjoy the Mance Warner, or the Mancer character. He did feel a little thrown off when Jim would ask him a question. He tried to stay in character. Mm-hmm. So, you know, hopefully the more he gets to do it, the better he'll get. So
well, Jim was going off top of his head.
Right.
He probably didn't know where the hell Jim was coming from.
Yeah. And Jim was just making up facts about
literally
Mancer, like, oh, how's your grandma on them? Is she still, you know, running the bowling alley? And so
I still thought he hung with him better than I think a lot of people could have.
Oh, I'm sure. Maybe it's just me being, you know, critical of it. So
I mean, if you ain't got an imagination on a promo with somebody like Jim Cornette, you're in trouble.
Yeah. But overall, that match was what it was. That's as far as I made it. Yeah. So I'll let you fill them in on the rest of the matches.
The rest was Joseph Fatu and Samael Contra versus some jobber squad, and they got killed.
So they wrestled Al Snow and Scorpio?
I said jobber squad. I didn't say job squad.
Oh, okay.
So I made up my own version. I put an ER at the end of it. That way I made it, you know, it was independently mine.
Now you spell it J-O-B-E-R?
Sure, yeah. Jobber squad.
It makes sense to me.
That's right. So, I've been part of that squad, and so
nah, not me. I've never lost a match.
Only by 3 counts and submissions.
Yeah, I'm unbeatable.
Okay.
So
yeah, they lost, and then he threw fire on them. That was pretty cool. I like some of it. He reminds me of
the
Sullivan.
Almighty Sheik.
No, Sullivan. Because he uses the spike and he uses the fire. He's got the because Sullivan never had the curly toed boots.
Yeah,
but I can see the Sheik too. But I think of Sullivan because they're about the same size, same body build,
right?
Beard, so it's different shit.
I got you.
But killed them guys.
Yeah.
They got
so
nothing.
quick match.
The only thing they got was beat and bruised and nails. Yeah.
I believe one of those guys was Cha Cha Charlie, but I'm not 100% because again they didn't.
Jobber.
He wasn't there very long, so if it was
Cha Cha on his pants.
yeah, well, it's probably Cha Cha Charlie then.
And then the main event was the tag match with Heart Foundation and MJF and what's his bro?
Richard Holiday.
Yeah, Richard Holiday. And it is a long match. It's like, I bet the tag match 20, 25 minutes.
Really?
That was really good. Like, me and Daryl were both really enjoying the match when he was watching it with me, and we was like, man, this is really just a really good old school match. And they kind of did a little interference at the end, and you said his name's what, Stonewall?
No, Hammerstone.
Hammerstone, there you go. He come out at the end, and I think it looks to me like they're forming like 3-man factions in MLW right now.
That's cool.
And you remember back in the day, Ring of Honor did something like that.
Yeah.
So it's those three as a tag or a 3-way. Then you got the Heart Foundation as a 3-way. You know, the Contra's a 3-way.
Yeah.
So Lord only knows what else.
Well, I have the Rascals there, so that's a 3-man group.
That's what that.
So
I like where they're going with their stuff. It's really older feeling.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yep. I do enjoy MLW. So, you know, it's fun. I watched Ring of Honor, the newest episode of Ring of Honor, and it was fun because I'm pretty sure it was maybe filmed before the 17th anniversary show, and they were trying to say it was after, so they're like, don't ruin, so it's kind of, they're going back and forth on commentary, which I'm sure the commentary was probably shot after.
Yeah.
But we got to see the Shinobi Shadow Squad.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Which is Cheeseburger, Eli Isom, and Ryan Nova, I think.
I think so.
They took on the last real man, Silas Young, and the Briscoes.
I like Silas.
The Eli Isom, I'm assuming they have big plans for him down the road, although he's kind of like this is his first year in the business. But they put over how he has already beaten like 2 former world champions, and he got a big thing on Jay Briscoe and almost beat Jay Briscoe. So they're really pushing the fact that he's beaten these former champions to give him credibility. So I'm assuming he will be the breakout star out of that little 3-man group. So it took he kicked out of the froggy elbow. Kicked out of something Jay did, and then finally it came down to the Jay Driller to beat him. So I guess your winners were Silas Young and the Briscoes. And then we got to see a women's match, and we got to see Thunder Rosa, I believe that's her name, Thunder Rosa. She's part of Twisted Sisters. Okay. And she.
Oh, with the painted face.
Yeah.
I watched the tag match there this week.
Yeah, and she took on, and I apologize because I do not remember her name. I know her name. She was in the Beautiful People in TNA. Madison Rain, that's her name. Took on Madison Rain. Madison Rain was there, kind of taking up for Sumi Sakai, who the Twisted Sisters had gave a concussion to or whatever. And it was a really fun match. And then the main event was it was really good. It was Rocky Romero, and he took on Zac Sabre Jr. So it was very cool. So definitely check that out. Check out that Ring of Honor episode. It was real fun. So
that's cool. I got a question for you. I guess you heard that the Briscoes lost the belts to PCO and
and Brody King.
Brody King.
Yep.
And rumor is they're not re-signing with Ring of Honor. They're going somewhere else.
Oh, does it start with an A?
They haven't said.
It definitely don't start with a W.
I'm just telling you what they've said. It's time to spread their wings and like a chicken and cow.
I had not heard that, so that's news to me.
I just come across the other day. So.
Yeah, I'd almost guarantee you they're not going to NXT.
I ain't guaranteeing
I
nothing.
mean, I'm gonna say they're AEW bound.
Yeah, I would too.
So, but yeah, that's cool. So
I want to see the match where they lose the belt with PCO and Brody King.
Yeah.
I'd like to see. I bet that's a hell of a brawl.
Oh, I'm sure.
4 crazy son of guns, just not. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I agree. So very cool for that.
But I mean, think about how long he'd been there. I mean, I can't blame them for leaving.
No, I mean they've done everything they can do there.
There's nothing else they can do. I would have liked to see Mark held the heavyweight belt. I really would have. Just to see it.
Man, I don't know if he held the TV belt. That was good enough. So we all can't be world champions.
That's true, but still.
What Women of Honor did you? What match did you see?
It was some tag stuff we were watching the other day at work.
Okay.
It was the girls you just named.
Twisted Sisters.
It was some jobber girls.
I got you.
They got no interest and they got murdered.
I also watched IPW UK, which was super cool. I hadn't watched it in a long time, and it was a really good episode. Got to see a really good match. Two guys I'd never heard of. One guy named Rob Lynch, and the other guy was Sticks. And Sticks used to tag with Martin Stone. So if their tag name was not Sticks and Stones, something was wrong. But it was a really good match. And then we got to see a tag match with Pretty Deadly. That was the tag team name. And they faced Darius Lockhart and Sugar Dunkerton, which super surprised me because those are, they're over there in the UK, and those some, American guys. Sugar Dunkerton, you may remember him for winning the second Great Southern 8.
Yep.
So it was really cool to see a guy that was in Ego over there. So that was cool. And then the main event was a triple threat match between Mark Haskins, who is their champion, Pac, and this guy Kip Sabien, I believe. Sabin, maybe. Yeah.
I think he said Sabin.
Yeah, really, really good match. So I dug it. I'm going to try to check out some more IPW UK and just see how see if I can add that into my line of stuff that I'm watching.
Right.
It was fairly short, less than I actually think it was like less than 30 minutes long. I think it was like 28 minutes. So
and I'll tell you much. I watched Rey Fury. I was trying to get him introduced to older stuff because he doesn't watch a lot of older stuff. But I got him to watch Kenta Kobashi versus Samoa Joe.
Oh,
Ring
yeah.
of Honor.
All the chops.
Yeah, beat the hell out of each other match. And I'm like, look, dude, watch older stuff. You'll find so much more stuff, and older stuff isn't funny.
And it's sad that when we say older, it's like 10 years ago. So.
But still, I mean, Kobashi's retired. He had cancer.
Yeah.
You don't see Kobashi no more.
Right.
And then I had him. Hell, he watched Kobashi versus what was the guy that was first Tiger Mask, Masahara?
Yeah.
And he died in the ring. He's dead. You can't watch him no more.
Right.
So basically, he got stuck in like a Japanese.
That's good. That's good.
So I was like, that's what I told him. And then we wound up watching Stan Laird Hansen versus Kobashi.
Nice.
So like, it was definitely a Japanese day at work.
Yeah, that's cool. It's always fun when you can watch wrestling.
And not like with a guy can't see no farther than your damn hand, and he's slapping hell out of you.
Yeah. So it's tough wrestling blind people. Yeah. So So the March 29th show in Meridian. There's another match, and I think it's going to be a cool match. It's a match I've wanted to see for a while. JD Jenkins takes on Marvelous Monty Warbucks.
Really?
So I'm looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a hard-hitting big man match.
You think he can get Monty up for the Jinkinator?
I want to see him get Monty up for the electric chair.
I want to see him do the Jinkinator.
He's been hitting guys with the electric chair, and he said it's his goal to sentence every big man to death by the electric chair.
Monty's got a lot of bucks to be getting in the air for the electric chair, brother.
Absolutely. But either one, electric chair or Jinkinator, would be super cool just to see Monty up off his feet like that. Because normally if we see Monty off his feet, it's him delivering a drop kick or a cannonball. Yep.
Or top rope suplex.
Yeah, or top rope suplex. Or power bomb.
Hurricane Rana.
Yeah, Monty Warbucks.
They can do it all, man. Yeah. Shit.
I mean, first person I ever see do a triple shooting star. That's really good. Yeah. So, 630 shooting star.
So you take one off your suit and you throw it in the air.
It's not the only way. But I know he can do cannonballs and drop kicks.
Yeah, he can do the part we did.
So, make plans to be in Meridian and Pearl.
I wish I'm going to be a Pearl. I won't be a Meridian.
So, it's going to be a big night of wrestling. I'm going to cut this one short. I got to get back to the old shoot. So, hey, that's been this Ego Break. Hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully my cough didn't bother you too bad. And until next time,
watch wrestling.
Watch wrestling. That's it. Later, guys.